Do you ever feel like your dreams are too small to matter? That what you are doing now is kind of insignificant? Let me tell you a story. There was a man who planted a mustard seed, the tiniest of all seeds. Yet, guess what? The seed grew into a massive, large trees that birds came and rested in the branches. Does that sound familiar? Yes, yes, I think so. If you're a reader of the Bible, then we're talking about Matthew 13 from verse 31 to 32. So today I'm going to show you how small beginnings, fueled by patience and persistence, can lead toward extraordinary outcomes. So, if you're new to the channel, my name is Vivian Atud, and it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Please like the channel, subscribe, share the video if it's inspiring, if it's adding value to your life. You might just be helping someone out there add value to their own life. So let's get back into it. Let's be honest. In today's viral culture, many people despise small stats. I mean, sometimes it's actually embarrassing. People want the big lunches, the big numbers, the instant results. But truth is, uh, God doesn't start with crowds. God doesn't start with crowds. He starts with a seed. That business idea, that one blog post, um, guess what? That quiet act of kindness, the small things, they do matter. And that's why the good book says, do not despise small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work of the beginning. The work of the beginning. So small beginnings are important, not just to us, they are important to the Creator Himself. So I want you to go to the comments, drop in a comment. What's small beginning? What are you starting right now? What blog post? What business idea? What seeds are you planting in this season? Because guess what? Like the mustard seeds in due season, it's going to yield the required result. So let's throw in some examples. If you are a reader of the Bible like I do, you remember David started like a shepherd boy. It seems like small beginnings. His brothers had the fancy jobs. They were in the army. They had all the uniforms, the respect, and everything that society would cherish. I mean, this guy was behind the scene with the sheep all night and overlooked even by his own father when it came to mentioning him to a prophet who came to anoint. I mean, think about it. One of his sons to become king. I mean, he was not even thought about. But guess what? The slingshot of David, the same instruments that he was using in the background, dealing with animals that came to devour the father's sheep, these were the same resources that he used to bring down Goliath, the giant that was a threat to the whole community of Israel. I mean, if we think about the brother Joseph, still in the book of Genesis, he started his life like a dreamer. I mean, he will get a dream and he's excited and he's telling his brothers, last night I dreamt about this, and they'll be like, what dreamer? Get out of here. But guess what? From dreaming, anger and everything came sold into slavery. But every step, every prison was a promotion to him becoming the second in command in Egypt, in a foreign land. So that's what happens in life. I mean, if we think about the ultimate of all examples, Jesus Christ himself, born in a manger. I mean, fancy people, big stats people are born in fancy five-star hospitals and all that. I mean, raised in Nazareth, the most insignificant of all communities. And um, one of the disciples Nathaniel even makes a comment like, Nazareth, can anything good like come out of Nazareth? Sometimes we are embarrassed even of how we start our businesses in our backyards, in our basement. I'm recording this video in my basement. Other people have massive studios, but I am not shy. This is a great space for me. I adore my space. It is exciting. Every video really works for me in this space. So Jesus of all, he became the greatest. Despite his humble beginnings, despised beginnings, he changed the world in ways that no one can match. So stop looking at where you are right now. Stop looking at where you are. Start asking, what is God building in me through this? What is God building in me through this blog? That I'm posting every day? What is God building in me through this channel that I'm building? What is God building in me through this new business that I am just trying to develop, selling online? So you don't microwave a masterpiece. Think about that. You don't microwave a masterpiece. You do what? You marinate it. You start small and you spend all the time. The world may not see you late night. They may not see you, but you are building that brand. You are building that ministry. You are doing the things in the quiet of your own home. You are sacrificing. God sees you. So patience is what? Faith in action. It is faith in action. And I like the word of God that says, they that wait upon the Lord, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They'll mount up with wings as eagles. While people think you're still crawling in the background, you're still busy in the background, guess what? You are there waiting upon the Lord, doing the things you are doing in the background. I mean, it's early hours in the morning, 3 a.m. I'm awake, I'm doing videos. It's not easy. No one sees that. But the moment your channel explodes and people are like, oh, you are a success. No, it started by one video at a time and doing the hard little beginnings. So every business empire we see today starts with a foundation, and you don't have to rush the process. You don't have to rush the process. You need to trust the process. Build your brand, your vision, your ministry, one brick at a time. I love the Bible that says, if the foundation be destroyed, what would the righteous do? The foundation is key. Those little beginnings are key. They are quite important if you're going to go any far with whatever it is you're building right now, that business, that blog, that channel, that online business, that research, whatever it is, trading that you are busy with. So let me leave you with 3 steps that you can begin to put in action right now to hone your small beginnings and make them grow like the mustard seed and get big. Number 1, you need to name your seed. Is it a new blog? Is it a ministry idea? Is it a product that you want to produce? A podcast? Say it out aloud. Say it out aloud. I mean, I start multiple things at a time. That's me. Maybe you can't, but just start what you want to start at a time. Name it. So once you have your seed, water it daily. You name it. You start thinking about it. You start writing down on paper. I mean, all the things I do, I always try to write what I call a business plan, an operational plan, how I see this thing, and I keep reviewing. Some I start and I say, no, it's not the right time. I put it on ice. It's not like you don't have the seed, but it might not just be the right season to plant, because there are certain plants that will do in winter, some will do in summer. So you need to know what is the best season to plant. And once you plant, you need to water your seeds daily. I mean, basic principles of agriculture, you can apply it to your business. So one step at a time, one blog post a day, write a plan, share it, pray, be consistent. Consistency is that word. Watering your seed speaks to consistency. Do what you need to do and do it regularly. So share your progress. You don't wait to be big because before you start showing up publicly. Get an accountability partner. Share your progress. Let others see your journey so that they can be part of it. They can help you through it. So you need to be able to understand that your small beginnings are not your limitations. They are not your limitations. That is your foundation. I want you to know it's your foundation. Sometimes I say I'm still digging. I'm in the digging space because guess what? Even in building foundations, you don't start by laying the bricks. You start by digging. You start by going deep. I'm on my foundation phase, but I am digging. So you can't see anything that I'm doing right now, but I am there. So, but when you do that in faith and build your foundation, guess what? The building starts rising and people will see. And then your tribe starts growing. And before you know it, you are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. So if this has been making sense to you, continue to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share. Let's continue to rise together, build together, starting small. This is your community. What are you starting today? What are you starting today? And it may seem small in your eyes, but if you believe that what you are starting today is going to make a difference. I pray that you no longer despise your small beginnings. Others may despise. I mean, they talked about Jesus. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? When Joseph the dreamer was sharing his dreams, even with his brothers, they despised him. When David was busy in the background doing the things he knows how to do best, perfecting his skill, because that is one thing he did in the background. No one took him seriously. Even his own dad undermined him when it came to bring your kids. Let's pick one and anoint to be the next king of Israel. He did not even think about that one until the prophet had to prompt him and say, are these all your children? I said, oh yeah, there is one more. He's a shepherd boy. Like, it just, I don't think he will make the cut for this. But anyway, since you've asked, let me go bring him. And guess what? That was the guy, because he had the capability. So today, I just want to pray. I just want to declare that your seed will grow. Your seed will grow. With patience, you would be rewarded for that seed. And your later days will be greater than what? Your former days. So I want to thank you. I want to say thank you for watching. And until next time, remember that God celebrates the start. And now it's your turn. Move, trust, grow, plant your seeds. And until next time, I am Dr. Vivian Atud, and I believe in your seed.